Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm still just trying to get over that last match here. That was that's definitely one to rewatch, especially the last 10 minutes. It was a nail biter. So we got up to about almost 170 on that last one. Let's see if we can hit this one up over 200, guys. Let's hit that share button. We got a good match coming up here. Ben Francis first and Ryan Murray. Oh yeah, come have a seat. We're trying to get another guy to come join me here at commentating because Ben is playing right now and Grant is in a match as well. So Ben always calls tails when him and I flip. We don't say anything. If it's heads, it's me. If it's tails, it's him. Please let me know how my volume is, please. We were very interactive in the last one here. Maybe we get a little interactive again here. So this is the A-side match here. Does it say that somewhere? We're doing a Boxing Day battle. We're doing a triple eliminate or knockout tournament here. We have 10 ball on the 9-foot. We have 8 ball on the bar box. And we'll be finishing it off with 9 ball on the 9-foot. So a little fun for everyone here. We got about 50 players in this tournament. Just over 50 players, I think 53 players. So it's going to be a long night. And Ben is up to break. So we were talking earlier about how not using the template really gets away from, you know, some of the breaks. And it just shows that Ben has really worked on racking the balls properly and hitting a good break there. That was probably one of the better breaks I've seen today, even though he hooked himself. Well, he didn't hook himself, but he left himself a tough one. Definitely one of the better breaks that I've seen. So the format in this tournament is the A side is 10 ball. The B side is 8 ball on a 7-foot diamond. And the 9 ball will be back on the 9-foot again. So he came up a little bit short on his safety here. So Ryan has an opportunity to kind of just drop this 1 ball in, and with a nice little roll shot, he should maintain a shot on a 3 ball. So Ryan's key shot here is going to be from the 3 to the 5, 5 to the 6. And I mean, after that, it's pretty standard here. So he played that shot really nice. The biggest thing here being on the stream table, and you know, obviously playing Ben is going to be a challenge for Ryan there. A lot of guys, you know, they tend to play the opponents other than just playing the table, and ideally you just want to play the table here. You know, just do what you do every day, and if you can manage that, then you're going to do just fine. And I think Ryan is actually doing a really good job here. He's played 3 shots that he held under great control. So yeah, that was a thin little shot. I think he hit that a little thinner than he wanted to. And so Canada against the Czech Republic, we're down 3-1, and they just scored to go up 5-3. Let's go Canada, World Junior Cup. And I like the angle that Ryan maintained here. You know, he didn't just shoot that 7 in, leave himself straight on this ball. He left himself a little angle. Do not like this shot. he could have easily popped that off one rail and shot the 9 ball in the same pocket. But now he's elected to take on this little bit tougher of an 8 ball. I mean, you can still make it, and he hit that really well. But if he could have came up table, and so he did overhit that just a touch. But, you know, if he just popped that off that rail and shot that in the pocket, it would have been a lot more easier to get onto this 10 ball. So good start by Ryan. I dig it. I really dig it. He's come to play. He's not allowing the stream to get into his head. And that just comes from a poor safety by Ben. Just looking at Ben trying to get under his skin a little bit. So just let me know how that volume is, people. I hope. I've been kind of sitting at the same pace there, and it seems like it's working fine. So let's see Ryan get up to this table and see how he punishes the balls. He's using a, looks like a BK3, I believe. Tough to see from here. Actually, I think I played a match against Ryan, and I just used his breaker. What's going on, Chase, my brother? Merry Christmas. When are you coming back over this way? Thank you, thank you. There we go. We got some Ryan fans. You'd have been very impressed with his last little game here. He managed to hold strong and finish it up really nice. Thanks a lot, Warren. I appreciate it. There's a good chance. Could see a one rail kick here by Ben. I don't think he's going to want to play push. Or he is playing a push. Looks like he's playing into a jump shot. And that's what you get with some people here. They like to push into a jump shot because they're comfortable with the jump cue. Did he just come out just enough where Ryan could swerve this in a little bit? I think I did that against, I forget what opponent I was playing a few weeks ago. It was Hill. Oh yes, I was playing Albert. He was up on me 6-1, race to 7, winner break, and I think I ran a 3-pack. We ended up going Hill, and I broke and I played a push. And I played into a jump shot, and it wasn't the hardest jump shot. And he gave it back to me, and I was just like, pardon me? And I jumped out of my seat. And I made the jump shot, ran the table. It was pretty sick. But I'm very comfortable with the jump cue. No problems, Wayne. Appreciate it. I hope we can keep you guys entertained on this Boxing Day. I'm sure it's pretty cold up in Edmonton, I believe, right? Because it's cold here. So nice little safety by Ben. I think he got away with it. And I'm not sure if this combo goes or not. Looks like it's going right into this rail, so I think Ryan's gonna have to play safety. And a nice little safety here. Ben's gonna come up off the back rail. Might play 2 rails and try to hold this cue ball behind the 7. Yeah, just burr, right? Yeah. My God, it's so cold out. You know, and I think we were spoiled for the most part of this winter. So he is going to go the 2 rails here, and he should be able to hold this. Now, mostly I think he's just trying to play a safety on this shot. Don't give a ball in hand. Try to leave a little distance between the 1 and the cue ball. So he ended up hitting that just a little bit thinner than he wanted to. He wanted to hit that a little bit solid here. Yes, we are waiting. We are paying for that nice little mild winter to the start of winter. Now she's hitting us hard. Pool and rum, perfect, love it. So Ryan's last rack, he got to the table and he had a nice run, and he pretty much stayed in position the whole way except for the last shot, but he stayed strong. Did he come up a little short on this here? My angles here are not the best. I think he just has to just stun this cue ball and take on the little cut on the 4 ball here. And I like the way he's playing right now. Yeah, but I think it was just a little bit milder than usual. So you just want to play this with a little top left so you can come straight up table. And that way you can just play a stun shot on this 5. You can play a stun on the 6 and play the 2 rails for the 8 and the side. So I really like the way Ryan's playing here. So he's just coming over and making sure on his angles. I like it. I like it.
I'll be back in 10 minutes. Okay.
So I probably would have just rolled that forward a touch and left that that angle so you could play play that 8 ball in the side pocket on the left-hand side. What's going on, Ryan? Merry Christmas, bro. Hope you guys had a good one. So now he's forced to kind of just punch this out and probably play this this 8 ball in the top left-hand or top right-hand corner. You know, you don't want to do too many difficult things here. Just pop it out. So yeah, he kind of hit that with like a little bit of bottom. I think he could have just hit middle ball with a little right siding and would have made that shot a lot easier. But also using a rake, which is, if you're not used to the rake as well, then those shots aren't as easy. But Ryan has been potting the balls really well here, so just got to stroke this in. And that came down to the 7 ball. I think if he would have just rolled that 6 ball in and left the angle on the 7, he could have easily played the 2 rails for the 8 and a side. Other than that, I think Ryan's playing really well right now. I was going to say, I think Ben overhit this a hair, but I just wanted to wait for the cue ball to stop. But yeah, he did hit that a little hard. So he might have a little slice and dicer in the side pocket. Or does he play the corner pocket and come off a couple rails? No, it looks like he's going into the side. And you know, you're trying to get around the 10, but if you hit the 10, it's going to be a little bump. So that was a really good weight control there by Ben. So Ben's going to just level this up here, 1-1. Yeah, I think if he would have just rolled that 6 ball and left that angle on the 7, I think it would have been 2-0 here for Ryan. and then popping out for the 8 ball. Just maybe a little bit more practice with the rake, I think, would have been easier for him.
Table 19. Yes, 19.
So we'll keep an eye on that 8 ball and the 6. Should be in the side pocket. And if he makes those, that means that he's put together a really nice rack. So we'll see here. If you had the template, they go in almost every time, but we're using the racks here, which is way better. And he made it last time, so they both were going to the pocket. So Ben does have this break dialed in pretty good. I like it. No, you don't want to make too many mistakes playing against Ben, because he's going to make very little. So it looks like he's calling the one. Or is he calling this one here? Maybe he's calling the 8 ball. You have to watch the cue ball here. And that was a great shot. Great shot. And we're going to be joined by Mr. Zemp.
What's going on?
How did you make out in your last match?
I won 5-0.
Oh, very nice.
Although I'm up again in 2 tables.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I'm up. Pretty soon.
I kind of figured he didn't quite have enough of that 1 ball.
Yeah, so we put a little inside siding on there, so you push the ball. And he just missed it by a hair. Sometimes if you can't see that whole ball and you play that little inside juice, you can actually
Swerve it.
and push it through. There's a little hype joke. A little short on the shape. Oh, we had a great match with Benny Lou and Reyna.
Oh, yeah?
Hill. Oh, must have lasted about 20 minutes.
Wow, the battle.
And then Reyna played a great safety, and Ben kicks it in, comes off the 3 rails and scratches in the side.
Oh.
So
Well, you can make an extra ball, so long as the ball you called is the lowest on the table and it goes in the hole that you intended or called. If something else drops in, then it stays down.
yeah, poor Benny.
San Francisco, Arvino, table 1.
So Ryan is actually hitting the ball really well here. He had a chance to go up 2-0.
Wow, he is really hitting well.
And he just misplayed an angle, and then he had to use a rake, and he didn't look very comfortable on the rake. And it might have been just that rake in particular.
Yeah.
That was like that spider. Oh, he tried to cheat the angle.
He did.
I don't know why he just
Almost
didn't
looked
stun
like
over.
he chicken winged that a little bit.
He may have chicken winged it, because I thought he had enough just to stun that. Right?
Yeah, just even a touch draw on that.
Yeah, because you could just slide over and come back out. It's not a whole lot of, but
You'll see Benny draw into this side rail just on top of that side pocket.
that's right. Yeah, you just pot this down, and that wasn't the easiest shot.
Nope.
But I think Ben makes that 7 out of 10 times.
Yep. And you know what? Even Ben misses sometimes.
Yeah.
Might take him a little bit to get rolling. He's been sitting for a little bit.
Yeah, no doubt. He's definitely been a few hours of just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
I lost to Benny Lou, the heartbreaker. There's not much I could do. Just wasn't meant to be.
Wasn't meant to be. Hey?
And I go to my next match, and I'm still feeling the effects. I go down 2-0.
Oh,
And then I just told myself, you know what? Time to tighten up. And I broke and ran. He broke dry. I ran. I broke and ran. He broke dry. I ran.
holy.
And then I broke, and I should have ran the 5th rack, and I end up clipping a ball and leaving myself a combo. and I missed the combo. But,
well, this should be easy pickings here for Ben.
yeah,
Just a nice nice shape shot on the 7 here.
yeah.
We'll see if he plays it for the side pocket or tries to kind of go over and play the 7 to the top right.
Yeah, he'll play this in his side for sure. He just
Come up
doesn't
a
want to
little
come
short.
up too short, but it shouldn't be a problem. He
No,
should still be
it'll
able
go
to
up
come
and
off
back.
one rail, come back up table.
Yeah. What about the 10 inadvertently? If it's inadvertently, then it gets spotted.
That's right.
Nice little check off the top rail there.
And this
Didn't
was
want to get straight.
This was another game. Yeah.
But
yeah,
even
he
straight, he can just draw back to
he'll
that
just
right
draw
hand
straight
lower
back.
side rail.
Yeah. Anywhere in between, like, you know, like this middle pocket, and where basically where his elbow is, anywhere in that area, you
Nice
don't have to
shot.
be perfect. Just
Nice
give
shot,
yourself
just
a
off
chance.
that, just off the rail. That'll work.
But yeah, I think Ryan had a good chance of winning this game as well.
Sure did.
And that could have been 3-0 for him.
Yep.
So it just shows, you put in a little bit of time, and those little mistakes are the difference,
For sure they are.
right?
Well, and Ryan's put in some good time.
Yeah.
He's been here pretty much every week for the weekly event.
Yeah, plays all the time. So yeah, he's putting in a lot of time, and you can see it.
Yeah. It's just like you said, just those little things, right? But that
One-
comes in time. That
one
comes with
shot here,
experience.
one shot
right?
there.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he could have played that 5-ball, slid over, come across. And I guess we're losing Grant here. Thanks for the visit, buddy.
Well, I
don't mind
try
a-
to put my time in.
Don't mind a quickie once in a while.
Right? I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, so it's just me again now. I don't know if anybody else wants to help jump on here, but I'll keep you guys entertained the best I can. Yeah, I 10 ball is a great game. I like 10 ball so much. Takes the flukes out of it, somebody gets a little lucky, you have the option of continuing or, whatnot. So I prefer this a lot more than I prefer 9 ball. And 9 ball was one of my favorite games. I'm still in there, Brendan. Just on the B side, but still in it, holding strong. I was just talking earlier about, I think Ben's probably got about 5 or 6 different gloves. I know I do. So it just depends on which one you're feeling or pull out of your bag that day. But yeah, I was saying I was down 2-0 and I missed a combination to run a 5-pack. Still won 5-2, but felt very distraught losing my A-side match. Oh, what did he do here? Did he try to play a carom shot that did not go the way he wanted it to, or did he miscue? I almost have to watch the replay on that just to see what happened. Oh, yes. He did miscue. So Ryan has another opportunity here. Just got to roll forward a touch for this 4-ball in the side. He's just got to make sure he gets a good angle here for this 6-ball. I don't mind rolling forward a touch and playing 2 rails onto the play that 6-ball in the top left-hand corner. Thanks a lot, buddy. So looks like he ended up just a little bit of straight on this shot. I definitely would have played the 2 rails. So he might be able to draw this right back and get the same angle. I'm not sure what kind of angle he has on this. Okay, so it looks like he's going to play this side pocket shot. So does it pass? I'm not sure. My angle, honestly, is I get to see what you guys see. So if it does pass, that's even better. Then that would have just threw everything out the window that I said, because I thought that 6 ball was in a tough spot. So good eye. I like the way Ryan is striking the ball here. He's doing a really good job. This is just where he really needs to pay attention now. You know, you get down to the last 3-4 balls, and you got to make sure your angles are much better. You know, you play this a little hard, play the 9 in the side, so you're not really moving the cue ball around too much. And once again, he's leaving himself a little awkward. You know, he probably wanted to be about at least 7 inches shorter. That way, it's just a stun shot on this 9 ball. And I mean, I think that's the only problem I see in this game with Ryan, is that the last couple of balls on the table, he's kind of just getting a little bit out of position. And see, I'm not a really big fan of this shot. I think he could have like stunned that over, jacked up a little bit, and come back middle table. So now, you know, he's got a shot in the side pocket, but it is missable. You know, so that's just, you know, hit that 9 ball with a little bit more authority, stun that so you can come back across. You know. But on my eyes, I really think that it should have been 4-0 for Ryan. Because, you know. Oh, hello. Ben could be feeling a little guilty here, or the long wait is playing an effect on Ben. He has been sitting around for a while and might be a few beers deep. So 2-2. Well, you know, being perfect is, you know, you don't have to be too perfect, but you definitely have to give yourself the right angle. You know, you could watch your weight, you know, you get on the right side of the ball, and it just makes it a little bit easier, you know, if you underhit it or overhit it, you know. And that's probably one of the mental part of the games, is you get down to those last couple balls, you know, you do everything right to get there. We've got a lot of guys, you know, like they're great 5-6 ball runners, but you know, they're just not finishing sometimes. And that's where you have to stop, especially on the last 4 balls. You know, just make sure you maintain that angle, you know, because you get a guy like Ryan who probably should be up 4-0 right now. You know, if he gets back to this table, I mean, now those nerves are going to be amplified a little bit more. And then Ben, who might be struggling just a little bit, might start getting confidence. So, you know, that's why when you get your opponent down, you just gotta keep him down. You know, don't give him that extra inch. Don't let him back in, because that can come back to get you. So if I was Ryan, I would just kind of like do my best to block that out of my mind and just keep playing the way he's playing. You know. But definitely when it gets down to those last, you know, 3-4 balls, just make sure you get the right angle, you know, and definitely make it easier on yourself. Because I think he could have jacked up just a little bit on that 9 ball, punched it in side pocket, come off the rail, and he would have been fine middle table. And the shot in the side pocket was makeable, but it was also missable. So it's something definitely I wouldn't want to be shooting. So nice little safety here. I like it. You can have Ben come off this one rail and kick at it. Just depending on which rail he wants to use. Okay, so he's look like he's going to hit the 2 ball thin and have the cue ball go into the 8 ball. And I don't mind that, because, you know, if you do make it, I mean, the 2 ball is going to be coming back up towards the cue ball. So, yeah, so he just missed that a hair. So, once again, like, you know, this is a little bit of a tricky shot, but Ryan has been playing really well. I fancy him to take this on. But hopefully, because I don't really see a great safety out of this. I mean, you could play like a little containment shot, but you know, he's probably going to put you back in jail if you don't hook him solid. So kind of have to go for this. I'm not sure if he's going to try to use the 7 or 6 to hold the cue ball. And I think that's what he tried to do, so he did get away with it. So Ben can play a little safety shot here. If you play a little reverse siding on here, you could bank that cue ball and hook him behind the 4 ball, but he is struggling just a little bit. Just a little bit thin cut on the 3 ball, just enough to miss it. And this is something like, you know, where Ben is struggling just a little bit, and something like this is going to kind of get him rolling again. So what I see in this game is, you know, mostly mental aspects. Both guys are stroking the ball, but Ben mentally is just a little bit off, and Ryan is hitting the ball great, but coming down to the wire, he seems to be coming up a little bit short. So did Ben just hook himself? Oh, geez. I think he got away with it. Yeah, there's a lot of people that are vaccinated. There are some people that get the PCR test as well, you know. But, you know, definitely feel lucky to be playing in tournaments again. You know, there's so much fun, you know, so much competition, and, you know, like just even like today, we got 53 people out. So, yeah, it's just not 100% sure if this 8 ball passes the 9 in the side. Like from this angle, it looks like it does. Wow, I thought he was going to clip that 10 ball in. But yeah, so he tried to play this a couple times. Yeah, if you want to get from an A to like a double A or whatnot, you know, mental part is probably one of the biggest things. You know, I think of how I used to hit the ball, you know, a few years ago. I couldn't miss, you know. I played every day. My stroke was solid. But, you know, once you start heading up to those higher levels, you know, it's not about making balls. You know, it's definitely a lot more mental impact for sure. Believing yourself, you know. And right now, like Ben is struggling. You know, I'm not sure. The hockey game's on, and it's really loud in here. You know, and he's probably had a few beers. So, you know, this is where Ryan just needs to roll forward on that ball. you don't stun that ball. I mean, I'm sure he'll still make this, but, you know, this is just leaving himself missable shots. So it looks like he hit the heart on this one. So good way to stay with it, Ryan. Yeah, true. Flying is definitely not a, can't fly with that. No PCR test that will let you fly, but, you know, it's a long drive as well from Vancouver. Or Vancouver Island. Yeah, definitely. I think they're going to look at some more events happening here in the new year. So definitely keep your ear to the ground. Follow the Leather Pocket webpage. They're always posting things up there. Right now, I don't know what's going on, but there's always things going on. You know, it's really not that far of a drive. I drive to. So, you know, Ben's struggling when he's taking on this combination because I know Ben and he would rather run the table out. So, nice little combination by Ben and an unfortunate scratch by Ryan.
That's why I just told Land to go and tell Michelle.
Yeah, so Ben and Ryan are talking about how the TV's really loud and, you know, there's some people cheering and whatnot. And you know what? It does throw you off, like, mentally a little bit, you know? Like trying to play a good game of pool in the middle of a concert. Yeah, that's great. You know, Dan, that's having places to stay makes it a lot easier for sure. Yeah, you know, so it, like, say you have like 2 decent tournaments back to back. You know, big tournaments. Like I know Edmonton has their tournaments as well. So to go back and forth, I know we did that a few weeks ago. We had the Memorial Tournament. The weekend later, we were supposed to have another tournament, but that got canceled. And then the week after, we had the Fall Classic. So that would have been 3 weeks in a row where we had a tournament. But I know here, you know, we still have our Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournaments. We do Friday 9-ball, we do Saturday 8-ball, and then we do Sunday 10-ball. So no lack of tournaments. But definitely good if you have a couple big ones lined up. So that's another nice break by Ben, you know. I really like the way, like, so far I think he's been breaking the best that I've seen. Yeah, that's something you can have a chit chat with Grant, and you know, I know that Ron does it out of Winnipeg. He does a great job down there. I think they got a tournament going on as well today, so you might see a few different notifications. Nice crafty little safety there by Ben. I'm not sure if he can see this 2-ball, but if he didn't hit the 10-ball, definitely that cue ball would have been up there hooking him behind the 4 and 6-ball. So it's a good chance he could see this. And there wasn't a whole lot he could do with that cue ball because he's going into that 8-ball regardless. So probably have to see a nice little safety by Ryan here. So depending on his angles, I mean, he could thin this 3 ball and try to use the 4, 6, 7 to hook him, but that's really touchy. You can shoot the 3 into the 7 and try to bring that cue ball down table by the 9 ball or the 8 ball and create a little distance. So he did use the 7 ball here. I think he might have left a bank on for Ben, and Ben's a great banker, so. And perhaps that 5 ball makes that pocket a little bit bigger. So we did not get the 3 rails that he was looking for, because normally he would come across 3 rails and he'd be able to shoot this 4 in the side pocket. Yeah, definitely a bit bigger with that 5 ball there. But what a nice shot, you know. And that's it, you know. Ben was struggling, and he looks like he's starting to find his stroke now. And I think that Ryan would have just kept rolling here. I think he would have had a nice lead. Oh, look like Ben switched gloves. That's a mental part too. I'm gonna laugh at that. You know, he'd have been like, "Oh, this glove sucks," and throws it away and pulls out his gray glove. There are brackets. The brackets are on Challenge, I believe it is. I think if you go to like Challenge and then look up Bar Box Battle leather pocket, and that should come up. I'll have to talk to somebody a little bit more technical savvy than myself, and they might be able to share that information. But I do believe it is on Challenge. Well, that's Marcus on YouTube. Well, welcome to Canada when you get here in April, and you're going to really love playing a lot of this. I guess you would call it American pool. I was down in London, and that's what they called it. And there are, like, it depends where you are. So you're moving to Toronto. Oh, you're going to love Toronto. A lot of pool halls. You go to Corner Bank, and they got some nice star snooker tables as well. And that's actually a really big room. If you know Jim White, he's the owner. Really nice guy. So it looks like that was a little bit of a two-way by Ben. You know, struggling with his cue ball just a little bit, so. And this is the little safety battle game that you're going to have when you play in these tight matches. You know, like if you saw, I think some of Benny Lou's match in Reina, I think some of it was a little bit of luck, but there was some skill involved as well. And so he's going for the bank here, and because this is a diamond table, you know, with this sharp angle, this bank is very possible. But you know, it can go wide just the way it did. And I think what happened is that if you look closely, the cue ball actually, it just kind of double kissed off the cue ball. Yeah, Jimmy is ex-Calgarian. we had some good chats last time I was in Toronto. And so that was an opportunity by Ryan. It wasn't the best opportunity. I think a safety might have been a little bit better to play than going for that bank. But tough situation to be in for sure. You don't want to get him back. So Ben is on the hill, and these are what makes his tournament really good, is that these race of fives are really tight. One little mistake, you know. The way Ryan was playing in the start of this match, he should have been up 4-0. So, you know, hopefully he can come back and watch this match and see what he was doing right and what he was doing wrong. I know I go back to the matches and I like to watch just to see what I did right and wrong. So get down to those last couple balls, really make sure.
Derek Anderson, table 8.
Okay, well, looks like I'm being called up to play. And I may have to leave you guys here. I apologize. I got to go play 8-ball. Thanks a lot, Clark. Merry Christmas to you too, buddy. I would really like to stay and finish this game, but Ben took off. So I apologize. We'll see if we can get somebody on the mic here to keep you guys company here while I go play my match. And then when I'm done my match, I will be back. So apologize for the little quietness here. Maybe, I don't know, leave the mic on just a little bit. We don't want to get kicked off or other stuff here, but at least you have a little bit of background noise.
Come rough a shot for them real quick.
right. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with another match, so don't go far. If you haven't already, make sure you like and follow our Facebook and subscribe on our YouTube.